Hello again everybody and welcome back to Boozetooz. Today is Halloween, so in order to celebrate we're going to be taking a look at every single Halloween themed Youtooz in my collection. So without further ado, let's open these things up. Alrighty, so we got a bunch of figures here. We got 7 in total that we're going to be going over in today's video. And since I've already done solo unboxings for all these figures, we're just going to be blowing through all the details on the boxes and stuff and try to get them out of the boxes as soon as possible. We're also going to be unboxing them all individually in order of the release date. So the earliest figures first and the latest figures last. So let's get started by pushing all these over to the side. Get them out of the way, get a nice clean desk there, and you can still see him on the camera. I'm gonna have to take him off the desk, I think. So much clutter, but I mean that's what happens with a collection. And we're going to be leaving this one on the desk because this is the first one we're going to be going over. So this figure was released in 2019. It was October 2019. And this one dropped side by side with the Spooky Souls figure. So this one is tied with Spooky Souls for the first Halloween Youtooz ever. This figure is also very expensive as well. I think it goes for about $250 to $300 bucks. But without further ado, let's start going over the sleeve design for this thing. So we got Halloween right there. We got the concept right there. And we got a spooky tree with a cobweb in the back there. And the rest of the sleeve looks absolutely insane. I love the design they chose for this. So they went with the same color that they have for the skull and the gloves for the figure there, so it's kind of like that bone color. So we got a bat hanging from the tree right there, we got a jack-o'-lantern in the back there, and we got some graves on this side right there. Alright, let's take the sleeve off and let's check out the box. So this figure is number 5 in the meme collection. We have the concept right there with some detail in the back there. We got a little skeleton hand reaching out from that grave right there as well. Very cool. Then on the back here, we have that classic dead meme design, but it's very spookified. So we got the graves, we got some spooky trees, we got the full moon in the back there, we got the bone sticking out from the ground right there, and on the final side here it says press E to spook. So now let's open this thing up and let's get the figure out of here. And that is what the inside box design looks like. Very, very cool. And now let's check out the figure. So this variant of the dead meme is actually my favorite dead meme variant. I mean, just look how cool this thing is. This thing is sick. So the entire head of the dead meme is supposed to be a skull, so we got some cracks in the skull on the top there, and we got some black soulless eyes on the front there. So we got the rib cage right there, we got some organs in there as well. You can even see the bones in his arms and his legs there. We even got a little neck bone there as well. And on the back here you can actually see the backbones as well. Look at that. It's not like they just copy and pasted the design from the front to the back. It's actually a different design. Then of course the gloves and the shoes are the same color as the skull there. And this guy is just a great version of the dead meme figure. I mean, I honestly like this one better than the actual dead meme. Plus, I mean, this has got to be the most detailed dead meme in the entire collection. And now let's throw this little guy in the back here. I think we'll throw him right there. And now we're on to the next figure. So this figure was also made in 2019. As I said before, it is the Spooky Souls Youtooz figure. So we got Spooky Souls on the top there. We got the concept right there with a full moon with the clouds in front of it in the back there. And the rest of the sleeve is kind of like the last one where we just have the outlines of some spooky stuff, but it's obviously nighttime on this one, and I think it's probably supposed to be depicting Sleepy Hollow. So we got some creepy eyes looking at us from that tree right there. We got a church on the back there, and we just got spooky trees all around it. We also got some graves on that side as well. Alrighty, let's take the sleeve off and let's check out the box. So this guy is number 26 of the general collection. That just shows you how old this figure is. We got some fire on the bottom there, and on the side here we have another picture of the concept with some bats flying behind him. And on the back here, check that out. There's so much detail on this thing. So we got some jack-o'-lanterns, we got the glowing hoof marks, we got a creepy tree with a full moon in the back there, and of course we have the description of the figure, and it says Spooky Souls is the mystical 2019 Halloween release of YouTube's favorite crusader helmet wearing sexy hunk of man. Galloping through the Sleepy Hollow, this is not the usual friendly swagger that we're used to. This will spook anyone unlucky enough to cross his path on a chilly night. And on the final side here we just have Boo with yeet crossed out. Alrighty, let's open this thing up and let's check out the message on the inside of the tab, and it says Boo, happy Spooktober. Let's take this figure out, and here is what the inside box design looks like. Very, very creepy. Alright, let's take this box out of here and let's check out this figure. And here it is. This figure looks absolutely insane. Definitely one of my favorite Halloween figures they've ever made. So we got Swagger Souls as the headless horseman for this figure, and I think that's just like the perfect character for Swagger to portray for a Halloween figure. I mean, he's already faceless. He's never shown his face, and the helmet comes right off, so it's just perfect. And you can't be the headless horseman without a horse, so we have a black steed here. So the horse has some orange Youtooz eyes. We have some black hair on the top of the neck and the tail there as well. We got some nostrils and a mouth on the face there. We got a strap on the front side, the bottom. We got some hooves on the feet there as well, and some horseshoes on there, which looks absolutely insane. I mean, it's not a detail that you're going to see when this thing is displayed, but I mean, it's a great detail to have. Then Swagger's wearing his usual clothing, the same clothing that we saw on the original figure. He's wearing a cape on this one though, which is pretty cool, and looks like they replaced Swagger with Spooky, so we just have the Spooky Souls logo there. So this figure has some great detail, and it's just a great Halloween figure. And we'll throw this guy in the back here as well. I think we'll put him right there. You know what? No, I'm going to move him over here. I think he'll look better there. So now the next figure that we're going to be unboxing came out in 2021. So we're going about 2 years ahead. And that figure is the Pumpkin Patch Charlie Brown. And this one has a pretty simplistic sleeve. So we have Pumpkin Patch Charlie Brown on the top there. We got the concept right there in front of a flat orange. Then for the rest of the sleeve here, we have some more orange. We got some stars on the top there and an outline of a pumpkin patch on the bottom there. And I gotta say, the outlines for the pumpkin patch has some pretty good detail on it. But now let's take the sleeve off and let's check out the box. So the Pumpkin Patch Charlie Brown is number 9 of the Peanuts collection. On the side here we have the concept right there in front of a pumpkin patch and the Starry Night. And on the back here it looks like we have some more of the pumpkin patch. We got Linus and Snoopy in the middle of the pumpkin patch waiting for the Great Pumpkin. I forgot to mention that too. This figure is based off of the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown Halloween special. And that's exactly what the description here talks about. The description says, legend says that the Great Pumpkin rises on Halloween to deliver presents to all the children of the world and visits pumpkin patches with the most sincerity. And like I said in my previous unboxing for this figure, I honestly love the detail in this box. I mean, it looks right out of the comics. But on the final side here, we have a message that says, "It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown." Alrighty, let's open this thing up and let's check out the message on the inside of the tab, and it says, "Just wait till next year." Let's take this thing out, and here's what the inside box design looks like. And now let's check out this figure. So this figure is a little bit more simplistic compared to the other two, I feel like. So we have, which I think represents the Great Pumpkin right here, we have a giant jack-o'-lantern. And the face on this thing looks absolutely insane. I love how it has Youtooz eyes, and they put a yellow color in there as well, so it looks like it's actually lit up. And the face isn't just painted on either, it actually goes into the pumpkin. Then of course we have Charlie Brown sticking out of the top of the pumpkin there. He's wearing his classic Charlie Brown shirt. I think they did a fantastic job molding this guy. I mean, it just looks great. Then of course we have the top of the pumpkin on top of Charlie's head there. We even have a yellow color where the top of the pumpkin was cut off there. And the same on the top there. This one actually looks a bit more realistic. And this figure looks fantastic. I mean, it was always on my wish list, and I just recently picked it up, and it just looks great. And I think we'll stick this guy right there, because we got a bunch of pumpkins over here. Alrighty, next up we have the 4 brand new Halloween Youtooz figures that just dropped earlier this month. Youtooz was kind enough to send me the prototypes of the figures, so they're not 100% accurate, but they're very close to how the actual figures are going to look. The first one we're going to be going over is the Spooky Terrorizer figure. So on the front of the sleeve here with Spooky Terrorizer on the top there, we got the concept right there in front of a metallic background. And on these 4 we have the brand new sleeve, so there's not too much detail on it considering we have this giant window here now. But we do have a little bit of detail, so we have that black with the fire all around it. We have the concept right there, and now let's take the sleeve off and let's check out the box. So this one is number 473 of the general collection. We got the concept, we got the name, we got the metallic background. On the side here, we got the concept right there in front of fire in the background, it looks like. On the back here, we have Terrorizer walking through the fire and the flames, and it says, "Come with me if you want to watch me play games." And on the final side here, it just says, "I'll be back soon." Alrighty, let's open this thing up, and the message on the inside says, "Whoa, spooktacular." Let's take the figure out, and this is what the inside box design looks like. Alrighty, let's check out the figure. This thing looks absolutely insane. I am gonna say though, this one's definitely not as spooky as the other ones. I can definitely see the Halloween appeal of this figure, but it's definitely a lot less Halloween-y than all the other ones. So we got Terrorizer as that Terminator scene where like half of his body is like burning off. So we got the fire in the back here, and the fire looks absolutely insane. I mean, it just looks so realistic. We got the different colors in there. We got a little bit of fire on the head there for the eyebrow, maybe, I don't know, but it looks cool. We got the classic Terminator outfit on one side and the robot inside on the other side. And I love how they actually put red on the inside of the flesh there, so it actually looks like it burned off, you know. But the red eye looks fantastic, the teeth looks fantastic, the nose does. I mean, the detail on this thing is just absolutely insane. I mean, check out that robot arm, that looks sick. Definitely a huge step up from the older figures. And let's throw this guy in the back here as well. I think we'll put him right there. Next up, we have the Spooky Delirious figure, and this one has got to be my favorite out of the new 4. So we have Spooky Delirious on the top there. We have the concept concept right there in front of a stone wall with the fog there. And we have a little bit more detail in this sleeve, so we have the blood dripping down on the wood planks there. We got some fog there as well. You can see the figure through the window right there, and on the final side here we just have the concept. Let's take the sleeve off. Actually, I guess we gotta take the sleeve off from this side. I forgot. These new sleeves are messing me up, man. And the Spooky Delirious figures number 476 of the collection. We have the concept right there in front of that same background that we saw on the front of the sleeve. And the detail for this one is supposed to be the inside of a mausoleum, which I think just looks incredible. So we got a couple coffins on the ground there. We got fog all around, then we got the big coffin in the middle there, cracked open with a little red Youtooz eye looking at us. And it says, creeping out of my coffin to say hi. And on the final side here, it just says, boo. Alrighty, let's open this thing up and let's check out the message on the inside of the tab, and it says, wow, it was really dark in there. Let's take this figure out, and the inside box design looks like this. Very reminiscent of the sleeve there. And now, let's check out this figure. And here it is. This figure looks absolutely insane, and it's so spooky. So for this one, we have Delirious as a vampire, and I think that's a great choice for a gamer. So we got Delirious creeping out of his coffin. We got some blood on the bottom there. We got some cracks in the mask there. It looks fantastic. I honestly love the red Youtooz eyes on this one. It looks so good. We also got some tears in the jacket there as well to really sell the look. And of course, we have some fog on the bottom that acts as the base. And just take a look at the detail on this coffin. Dude, there's so much detail. It looks so old and like rickety, you know? It really looks like it's like 500 years old. But I just can't get over how cool this figure looks. This one is definitely my favorite of the four. And now let's throw this figure in the back. I think we'll throw him right there. The next figure that we have is the Spooky Moose Knuckle. And as you can see, this one is Moose Knuckle as a zombie. So we got Spooky Moose Knuckle, we got the concept right there, and for the rest of the sleeve, there's not too much detail. So we got a nighttime sky, it looks like, with some stars. We got the moon right there. And on the final side here, we have the concept. Let's take the sleeve off and let's check out the box. Oops, I showed you guys the wrong side there, my bad. Pretend you didn't see that. You don't know what it looks like yet. Unless you watched my last video. In case you did, thank you. But Spooky Moose Knuckles number 511 of the collection. We got the concept right there. We got that same kind of background. On the side here, we have the concept right there, and it looks like he's crawling right out of a graveyard. And there's so much detail in this box. This one looks absolutely insane. There's actually more detail in this one than there was the last one. But we don't really have a description for this one. It just says, rest in peace, Moo, 2011 to 2023. Then, of course, we have the full moon in the sky right there, which we all know brings out the zombies. And on the final side here, it says, use code Moo. Oh, you know what's been funny? I just realized they should have said use code Boo, because everybody knows the use code Moo joke, but I mean, that would have spookified it a little bit, you know? But now let's open this thing up and let's take a look at the quote on the inside, and it says, I'm not dead yet. Let's take this thing out and oh my god, I forgot all the plastic is kind of messed up on this one. And here is what the inside box design for this one looks like. And that is the actual grave that's on the figure. I'll show you that in a little bit. But now let's take the box and the sleeve out of here and let's check out this figure. And here it is. This figure looks absolutely insane. I gotta say, for prototypes, these things are like really good. Definitely a big step up from the choking crabs prototype they unboxed a little bit ago. And check this guy out. This looks so cool. This is definitely, oh man, it's really hard to pick between the Spooky Delirious and the zombie Moose Knuckle. I really cannot pick between them. These two are definitely my favorites. So we have some fantastic detail for this figure. We have the exposed brain on one side. We have the hair on the back for the mohawk there. We got that green skin. We got that regular tank that Moo always wears. And of course we have the grave in the back there, which actually has the Moose Knuckle logo on it. I'm gonna try to give you guys a good angle here so you guys can actually see that Moose Knuckle logo that's on the grave there. Very cool. And of course we got that dirt on the bottom there that acts as a base, and that is just so cool. And it's just such a unique figure too. This is the only figure of its kind. The facial expressions on this guy looks fantastic as well, but without further ado, I'll give you guys a 360 of this figure as well. And now let's throw this guy in the back. I guess we'll throw this guy, let's throw him right over here. There we go. And now we got one figure left, and that is the Spooky Cartoons. So on the front here, we got Spooky Cartoons, we got the concept right there, and we got that red and black gradient there as well. And we also have a good amount of detail in this sleeve as well. So we got some skulls right there, we got a chain, and we got this weird rock ring thing, which you'll see more of in a little bit. We have the same kind of detail on this side right here, and on the final side here, we have the concept right there. Alrighty, let's take the sleeve off, and let's check out the box. So Spooky Cartoons is number 490 of the collection. We have that same kind of gradient. And on the side here, check that out. So we have the portal to hell in the back there. So cool. We even got some chains there to tell you not to go in there. It's a very, very bad idea to go in there. I promise you, it's not good. It's not good. And on the back here, we have the silhouette of Cartoon standing inside the portal of hell. Look at that. Look at the fire, dude. The fire looks absolutely insane. We got some more skulls on either side there. Then, of course, we have the description that says, "You dare to enter my domain." We got some more skulls on this side right there, and it says, "Fear me." Now, let's open this thing up and let's check out the message on the inside of the tab, and it says, "Oh, I guess you do." And now let's check out this figure. Oh, I forgot. This is the only one of the prototypes that's not fully connected, as you can see. Alrighty, let's take this thing out of the plastic and let's reassemble this guy. Let's throw his torso on here. Let's see if I can get it right. There we go. And let's put his head back on there as well. And there he is, good as new. When you guys get this figure, I promise it's not going to fall apart. And this guy looks absolutely insane. I mean, check out all of that detail. So cool. So Cartoons has really reached his final form here. And I kind of like how him and Terrorizer are not really too Halloween-y. They're just kind of really leaning into their whole like characters, you know? Because, you know, Terrorizer has always been the Terminator, and Cartoons has always been the devil. But he's never been this creepy of a devil, you know? He agrees, yes, I'm creepy. So we got two sets of horns on the top there. We have the classic XI for Cartoons there. He's got a devilish smile going on. It looks like he's holding a skull with some pink fire on it. He's got a necklace made of skulls right there. We got some skulls on his waist there as well. A lot of detail, look at that thing. And he's got some demon wings as well. Look at that, black and purple, super cool. And the tail on this thing looks insane as well. It's a nice and long tail, very, very cool. Then of course we got this little dress or whatever he's got going on down here. But yeah, this figure looks absolutely insane. I think I'm speaking for everyone when I say that this figure blows all the other ones away in terms of detail. Alrighty, you know what, just for the sake of it, I'm gonna put Cartoons back here so he can join the crowd. You know what, we're gonna put him over here. And there we have it, the Boozetooz Halloween display. Very cool. You know what, I actually have a better idea. I think we're gonna do a little bit of a different display. I didn't have any plan for this video, so I'm just kind of winging it. And hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it's a cool video. But first of all, let's just pull all these guys out here so you guys can get a good look at them all together. Maybe I'll separate them a little bit, just stick them in different locations, you know, like that, I guess. I don't know. Does that look cool? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, dude. There we go. Look at that. Very cool. Moose in front of Delirious. There we go. That's better. But yeah, check out all these Halloween figures. So sick. And I'm going to throw some shade here. I'm going to throw some shade. These are so much better than Funko Pops. Check that out. Look at all the detail, dude. That was a completely unnecessary stray towards Funko Pops, but I don't know. I'm feeling feisty today. Alrighty, I got an idea. We're gonna move all these figures to the side here, because I got an idea. Booze has an idea. That doesn't happen very often, you know? You guys ready to witness my idea? Here it comes. We're gonna use the snow that I used for my Christmas display as fog. I know, it's a revolutionary idea. No one has ever thought of doing this ever before. I can't believe I'm the first one who's ever done this. Is that enough right there? I think that's probably enough. We need a little more. Bam! There we go. Nice and foggy. Now we gotta put our figures in there. I think we're gonna put the pumpkin right in the middle there. Check that out. Oh, you can barely see his smile. We gotta push this down a little bit. And now let's place our figures. I wish I had some more Halloween decorations to put up, but I really don't have that many Halloween decorations. Alright, since they got stands, they should be able to stand pretty easily here, but this guy's pretty front heavy actually, so he wants to fall forward. I'm gonna put him right there. Let's put Cartoons right here. Uh-oh, he's falling apart, dude. He's falling apart. Cartoons, keep yourself together, man. I think I'm gonna have to put them on the desk underneath the fog, honestly. Alright, let's put Moo right in the front here, because he's a little bit of a smaller figure. We'll put the dead meme right here. Let's put Spooky Souls in the back here. Man, none of them want to stand up. What the frig? This thing has 4 legs and it won't stand up. What the heck? There we go. Okay, I freaked out a little too early there. No, that's not good enough. I gotta get him up straight, dude. He keeps tilting over. There we go. And we got one left. Let's put Terrorizer right there. Check that out. The Boozetooz 2023 Halloween display. Very cool. What do you guys think? Is it cool? I think it's pretty cool. Let me know down in the comments which figure you guys like the most out of all 7. And while you're at it, let me know which figure you're most excited about for this new drop here. I also want to give a huge thank you to Youtooz once again for sending me the prototypes of this brand new drop. It was incredibly kind of them to do it, and they really made this video happen, so thank you. Wait, should I turn the lights off? Give me a second, I'm gonna turn the lights off real quick. Well, that didn't do much. Let me close the blinds here. There we go. It's a little bit more, not really, it's really not that much spookier. Darn it, I was trying to make it look spooky. It doesn't look spooky at all. I need some orange lights. I should have thought about this beforehand. Oh well. Also, to show you how much I didn't prepare for this video, I am shooting this the morning of posting it. It is currently 3:18 and I'm posting this at 5 o'clock, so I have less than an hour to edit this thing. Wow. Hopefully I get this thing up in time. And that is all I have for you guys for this video, so have a great time trick-or-treating and enjoy your Halloween. Watch plenty of scary movies and eat plenty of candy. But before you do that, if you guys could do me a favor real quick, hit that like button, comment something down below, and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.